Respected Dubeji, ICC Research Chairman, Honorable MP Dr. Bimola Koichung, Shri Lokeshwar Singh, former Speaker, Honorable MLA, Shri Ranjit, former Minister and Honorable MLA. Akoi mayam nasu hena khangbire ngarangi thodok madu ikoi dadi yamna surprising oiba thokani haibasi akoi khalludaba haiba tare adubu Manipur dadi masi adum anauba amadi natre every alternate day haibidasu haiman mathokti na haiba yai ama natraga ama even akoi Kanto Shabal it is too close to Imphal city. Atay achoba city singa yengnaruga dieba. Siyam na nakraba adubo army ki cantonment area dal laiba. At the nose of the army cantonment haibatare. Aduda su atay central forces mayama guard tawda laiba. Aduna adudaita yung mga taruk may thadokhiba haibase. Even fire tender sang by Yandre, law and order dil toriba state force power sangan by Yadre, Manipur the Huzik lady Bese. President rule dum continue Tauribra. Taudabra Haibasiso koi Haingam Deva. And where is Home Minister? Nangi Toduk to Moy Karim the Libak Tibani Hairaga. Karim ta Haideva. Aduna Moy Kangna intentionally Masi law and order say. Masi total collapse tawre haidna hanasu dum haidna leibaduni sumaina sum tawraga moina Manipur se democracy lehandaba haibatari democracy thamoy adro moina taweng ba mong da tawgani haibagi mong moigi neser se akoina yengbadaba masi akoi kayam kuina akoi as a Manipuri, as a citizen of this country, and how long can we tolerate aduna haujikti akoi mayam punna unitedly thengnaraga BJP gi central parliament Modi and Amit Shah aduga state se leiriba state government BJP gi sarkar se sarkar leiribra leitabra su khangdieba masi adagi remote control da Delhi dagi tawraga phamu phamba lepu lepa si tau haiba adudagi hena keno tawba ngamdaba aduna ne khoi Congress party na Dubeji na pankhibaduneba sahi ani ahumgi mamang da haiba tare Sri Rahul ji na first kick off tawgiba Manipur dagi Bharat Joro Niyai Jatra se Thawban district tai khumjom dagi haukhibado adudagi hauna Rahul ji na khangeba adudani khoi na shape democracy shape constitution haidnaba. Where is democracy in Manipur? Mayamna Khangbireva. Local bodies in Japoy Hanna Panna Ikai. India da Hairoga COVID Nani Haine. Is there any state in the entire country because of COVID not holding local body election? Autonomous District Council Tam Anibu Helmani expire Woigiva. Other Belly River local body Panchayat ki Woibai, municipal corporation Woibai. Election taudana even Supreme Court tagi High Court tagi ruling laga election tau haiba bhauba taudana grassroots democracy se masi muthakna naba haidra tauba attitude mata se masina koi mathang da bhaune state assembly election se muhoina taugadoribra tauroidoribra haibadi masina takdi taudragadi democracy se Manipur dadi democracy thamaroi haidra Moy adugi plan tawbra khangdi adubu matikti nate akhoi di kuire Congress party di haireba aduna the time has come a fresh mandate of the people of Manipur haira let the people decide Manipur da BJP ki sarkar se maru phangna muthatba Manipur da natana central da leiba Modi and Amit Shah gi si BJP si su maru phangna muthatragadi India gi maraiba karai da no haibado koi tambangam da bagi pibam da lakadore adunani andak tawgadoriba election asi amna crucial loiba haiba tare adugumba election amani nang asai mayam da thamjagribado aduna maroina Dubeji na lakpasidi hojik moi करीमता मोदी होय करी होय करीमता ना सुंगदे मणिपुर युवा संगदेव इवन चंदा चोर हाइद्रा भगवान श्री राम की राम मंदिर दगी भोबा ट्रस्टी दगी चंदा दुबोबा पुरान मंगमंगदी इंडिया की एक सेक्टर दगी करम थोंगनी मसी यू इमेजिन इट अदुने आई वाफम खसी थमजरगा मथंगदा कोई ऑनरेबल एमपी ना वाफम खरा ngarang biduga mari lainana wafum kha thamigani
Good afternoon, friends. Respected President MPCC, Amitabh Dubey from AICC Research Team, Honorable MLA Tamuranji, Honorable MLA Lokeshwar, Sungki Party ke leadership. Ngarang ki matang so ikitang brief masam to sage ko koi party na ngarang ko se. Ngarang thui ba Iran said this is the continuation of the same problem that started on 3rd May. There has been a suspicion on security establishment. Police should natra. Central security should that the loss of trust on security establishment since the beginning, whether it is Manipur Police or Indian Army or Central Security Forces, they have lost trust. That I saw yesterday on the ground again. Moigi deployment right, this is barely a few meters away. I wish the veranda, the distance would be almost like that, where the deployment is and the houses were burning here. I have a video taken, petrol, pirate chamber, everything is visible. There are security services right near the division headquarters. Manipur Army Armed Forces ki division ani le mein amse khangbe rangone ko 57 Mountain Division ne South IGR ne ba both are division after never ko huge establishment adugi right near never but I ngarang villages dagi hangak pada this is the 6th time it has happened since the beginning of the crisis. The first one happened akoi Tamuranjit ki sugnugi May 28th, so 29th it happened there also. GOC was having a conversation with Kuki civil society and Meitei throughout. Till 29, nothing happened, and the GOC seemingly told them that you are safe, nothing will happen, blah, blah, blah. But when it happened, they said, no, we can't control this, it's out of hand. The same thing was said. So this is the repetition. That's why I'm saying this is part of the same problem. 23rd ki haurakib dugi continue. I'm first one, aduga second. Ngarang urai se right in front of them never mai chai se sida khoi na couple of question ma hang baya 29th me the chak question si army headquarters se sida lai re lobby ro ko it burns here it burns here it burns here it burns here like this. So akhoi ngarang tho is na outermost ne sum changjal ai ne so na kan. And the question is, who gave the permission for the rally? There is no official permission. Marangla Army say rally has come all the way. It has never happened till that place. Highly Mafam Maite used to go. Because there's a post, since nothing had happened, there were GR later, another deployment, and there's 18 Punjab, recently. It's a huge disappointment. Right in front, but I have heard very unfortunate stories from the villagers. Irresponsibility, incompetence, indicating those things, villagers have told, and they have video recordings and all of that. And I went there and they didn't even have the courtesy of coming or contacting. That's a kind of an attitude. So a lot of people say, sir, aapke saath ye hota, so just think about the civilians. In MP ke saath ye bartav aise hota, then you think about their attitude towards the common people. So I can feel it yesterday. Some general civilians are telling. A lot of people said, ye hua, they didn't respond. Ulta, they were stopping on them. So this is the first thing. Kanana permission, period know who gave the permission for the rally. Do you get it? Moin army knew about this, everything they knew. That's a mistrust that people have it. And then yesterday incident has again added to the loss of trust among civilians on security personnel. It's very unfortunate. Whatever happened is not only the bankruptcy of the political leadership sitting in Delhi or here, but it is also a blot on security establishment, on Indian security establishment, including, unfortunately, Indian Army. Not every, as an organization, we know the quality of officers, Indian Army is known across the globe. But I don't sense that quality yesterday when I was going there. The kind of lack of etiquettes and courtesy on the part of those officials. My office called them up. They said that they will return. They asked me to sit there. I was waiting for that captain. He didn't come. That kind of an attitude, it was already shown to the civilian in the morning, in the afternoon. So this is very unfortunate. I think the top army officers should take account of these complaints, and otherwise the image of the Indian Armed Forces, including the Indian Army, will be in serious. We know that Sigi Zagazadani Laisam Kamal Babu Mangrit. It happens 5 times before burning of houses. So I think so the Indian Army should take serious note of this. And then they should ask those officials on the ground the way they have conducted themselves. I think we need to take care of this one. Other atopamana police ka confrontation videos with the commando. Many of you are journalists, you must have seen why the establishment were confronting state police and others. That this is the hallmark since the beginning. Complete collapse of coordination of governance. So political nanging asaigi, leadership ki bankruptcy to natanana. Officers on the ground, I think they should also be held responsible for the crisis. Because the Indian law allows them, I am repeating this, section 131 of CRPC, and today it has become 150 of BNSS, where the army officers, commission officers are supposed to respond without even the order from the civilian authority, in public order, in and around that happened, and that houses were burned right there in their area, and they were trying to justify, hum nahi hota to lot of things. And no, don't give me this, they have been giving this. And a lot of Manipuri people unfortunately start saying that you leave, we will handle it with our club or our whatever, we will confront, we will try to save our life, we will try to save our property if you cannot save. He's a huge Indian army, you can't even protect 3 houses. How are you going to protect against the Chinese attack or Pakistani attack? That's a kind of a thing that people feel it. I also felt it. I'm saying this. And that impression is given not by the army as an organization in entirety, but certain units and certain officers are giving that kind of impression yesterday. That's very unfortunate. So it's the first thing that I must report. But please ask Fire Brigade what happened, why they were not allowed on time, why they were not informed, why there is no proper coordination between the police, and that these are serious questions that we must ask. Don't concentrate on Kuki and Maitai. Institutional accountability and official accountability is what we must. By focusing on Kuki and Maitai, we were losing this, the big elephant in the room. This administrative failure, this not able to take responsible and accountability on the institutional level. That is the major concern. Governance failure is where we must look at it. Otherwise, people are enjoying Naga, Kuki, Maitai, Kuki. I think far more than we must ask what's happening on the ground. Did you have intelligence input? Who gave the permission? Did you have intelligence input? Did you prepare properly precautionary measure to prevent that? Why not? After that happened, what had happened, the sequence, all these things, accountability must be fixed rather than talking about cookies and maitais. That's the first thing that we should know from because otherwise you are going to deflect the real problem. Real problem is the bankruptcy failure of the Modi government and his surrogates here in Imphal, and these administrative machineries who have collapsed. These are more important than talking about Kuki, Maitai or Naga or Maitai. And I think that is where we must concentrate. That's what happened, and I hope that you will also try to do your own investigative report and expose these failures on the part of the. And very unfortunate that till yesterday none of these ruling party MLAs and have visited that place. It's very, very unfortunate. You should also know that shows a particular kind of, that is one of the reasons some of these officers don't care about us, because you know that your political leaders are behaving like that. So it's very unfortunate, and that's what from our party side we will demand for institutional accountability or whatever happens since 2023. That's what we need to have it, and then including the political leadership, the government of India and the state government, they should be held responsible for whatever happened, to that in our state. That's from our side. Now I give it to Dubeyji to talk about, instead of dealing with this problem, what this government is doing, all kinds of, they have PM cares, who doesn't care at one level. They've been swindling. It's from the bond to PM cares now. Chanda tak aa gaya bito. And so I think for that, Amitabh ji will talk about more of that.
Honorable Okram Ibobi ji, PCC Chief and former Chief Minister, Honorable MP Akoijam ji, assembled senior MLAs, ex-MLAs and senior party colleagues. This is a very sad day, as we mentioned. Of course, there are too many sad days that we see these days in Manipur. But it's made sadder, as I mentioned, by the fact that the government's focus is on Chanda Chori and Chadhawa Chori rather than dealing with these problems. Bhagwan Ram is known as Maryada Purushottam, which means he epitomizes right conduct. Now, the people who have done their entire politics in the name of Bhagwan Ram, are they showing anything that is even remotely like proper conduct? Is it visible in Manipur? Is it visible in Ayodhya? Is it visible anywhere? Millions of people in India, in Southeast Asia and around the world are inspired by Bhagwan Ram. They may be worshippers, they may be people from other traditions, but they are all inspired by the story of the Ramayana and of Lord Ram and Maryada Purushottam. As you know, Mahatma Gandhi himself was a Ram Bhakt. He strived his entire life for Ram Rajya, not the Ram Rajya that the RSS, the fake Ram Rajya that the RSS and BJP stand for, but true Ram Rajya. And when in his last moments he was felled by Nathuram, and we know which organization Nathuram Godse belonged to, his last words were, "Hey Ram." So this is the importance and centrality of Shri Ram to Indian culture, Indian history and Indian religion. Now, a long and violent history occurred during the BJP and BHP's mobilization, and it ended, fortunately, with a judicial judgment. The Congress party always has supported either a negotiated settlement or a judicial settlement, and that is what we got in 2019. So it was a Supreme Court judgment that resolved this long-standing issue. And what happened? Promptly, Mr. Modi took it over. Modi branding, Modi PR branding went in front. Poor Mr. Advani was left far behind and has not been seen in this context since then. 5 August 2020, Bhumi Pujan, Modi ji. 22 January 2024, Pran Pratishtha, Modi ji. 113 crores was spent on the Pran Pratishtha. In front was Modi ji, Mohan Bhagwat ji, billionaires, movie stars. Mr. Modi has a lot of time for Adani Ambani, but he does not find the time to come to Manipur for more than a minor token visit in all of these years since May 2023. This is the reality of Modi ji's priorities. Who was absent from the Pran Pratishtha? President of India, who happens to be scheduled tribe. Former President of India happens to be scheduled caste. Shankaracharyas were absent. One Shankaracharya said, "This has become an RSS event. This is not something I can attend. It is no longer a religious event, it is a political event." And of course, the common person was nowhere to be seen. So this is the priority of Modi ji and the BJP government. The wealthy, the powerful, and the rest of us are, to put it not ironically, Ram Bharose. Now, as soon as the scam hits, Modi ji's disappeared. He has not said one word on this shocking developments, the revelations that are coming at us every day. We have had lakhs stolen every day from the Ram Mandir. We've had jewelry worth crores stolen. CCTV video after 45 days is not available. And no one seems to be responsible. There is an SIT process that is going on, but absolutely no one has any faith in this SIT that is being run by the BJP RSS government. It is investigating the BJP RSS and is expected to be neutral. What has happened? Not an FIR has been filed. Not anyone has gone to jail. Some very small fry are being collected to cover up the larger fry who set this up. There are many names that have come up. Champat Rai is at the center of it. There is no accountability. Amit Mishra, none. Very light, they are allowed to resign, they are allowed to leave. The treasurer, Govind Dev Giriji, he's not been touched. He's giving soundbite after soundbite. He's the treasurer who's in charge of all of this. Krishna Mohanji, he's an RSS man. He's now been put in charge, but there are now questions about his involvement in the Chanda Chori and Chadhawa Chori. So the SIT process is not at all credible. It is a joke. And the Congress party and the people of India demand that this be taken seriously and that Modi ji take ownership of something which he has been happy to benefit from politically. But when real responsibility comes, he has disappeared. The trust that looks after the Ram Mandir was set up, was ordered by the Supreme Court, but the PMO was completely responsible. They decided who the trustees were, they picked all the people, they ran it on a practically daily basis. Chosen officials of the Modi government were given responsibility for this. So this is not something that he can at all evade responsibility in. So our demand is, the Congress party has 5 demands. Let me very quickly specify them. Number 1, Modi ji has to answer. Modi ji was behind this, as I said. He looked after it. His trusted people are looking after it. So the minute allegations come out, he cannot hide. He must deal with this personally and directly. There should be immediate FIRs and immediate arrests of all of those involved, many of whom have been named, many of whom are known, and this has to be taken seriously. Third, there has to be an independent judicial inquiry directly under control of the Supreme Court. It is a Supreme Court judgment that led to the construction of the Ram Mandir. It is the Supreme Court that set up the arrangement around it, which it was governed, and therefore the Supreme Court is the only credible institution that can take this investigation forward. The Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Teerth Kshetra Trust should be immediately dissolved. A more credible body should take its place. It can have religious figures, it can have civil society, it can have experts in the areas related to the Ram Mandir, but it has to be a credible agency, a membership. And finally, there has to be a forensic accounting of all the donations, all the offerings. Lakhs have gone missing, and this is the minimum that needs to be done. Some cover up under a very ineffective SIT is not going to solve the problem. So in conclusion, I would just like to say that Modi ji has to take responsibility, whether it is Manipur, whether it is Ayodhya, whether it is anywhere. He is only there for the cameras, he's only there for pictures, and he's avoiding any real responsibility. This has to change, and we demand that it change immediately. Thank you. Jai Hind.